but I do have one more challenge.
Do it! Do it! Come on! Do it again, come on!
My cabbages!
There it is! Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, tonight we're watching Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender, Episode 4. Last episode ended after Aang being captured after fighting Zuko in the middle of Omashu because Jet was trying to bomb Omashu through the mechanism. It was a really complicated mix-up, but then they ended on a cliffhanger. So if you enjoy this episode, consider hitting the like button. If you want to see more of my content, consider hitting the subscribe button. But if you don't want to do any of that, then let's just get into the episode.
Earth Kingdom soldier.
Wait, what? Iroh and Aang are in the same prison?
The best of circumstances.
He started the fight and left you behind and ran away.
Well, no.
He's starting to see what do you think will happen to us?
Not that.
Simple question.
Wait, Sokka, why are you Sokka, they just let you go after an assassination attempt on Bumi?
Yes.
What? Okay, why were you helping them?
The only reason Omashu has been left alone is because of whatever small service I provided them.
Sir, is that what you call giving weapons?
I don't,
No.
never, yeah, what Sokka said, but also, I understand that, but that made so much more sense when you were trying to keep the small Airbender temple to yourself. It's hard to believe that the Fire Nation can't take over Omashu because of one guy giving them some tech. Go, Zuko. You're gonna take the Earthbender disguise? It's such a uniquely identifying feature as your scar, it's gonna be hard. Into the dark. 100 years ago. Oh, Aang and Bumi. Hey, they kept the snorting laugh.
There's nothing like. That's what makes their cities a wonder.
I mean, yeah, we didn't need that explained, Iroh. That was pretty obvious.
So depressing.
Not even the loved ones lost along the way.
Aww.
That's why Zuko's so hot to catch me?
It is I who owe him
Why? What did he do in this timeline?
far more than I can ever repay.
Come on, give me a flashback. I want to know what's going on here.
Impossible. The Avatar's lost.
Oh, come on. Bumi won't actually keep the Avatar
We're not leaving.
chained up. Why do you think that's actually going to happen?
Palace.
The secret tunnels, hidden under the mountain.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. What?
A fairy tale.
Really?
You told me you've seen them.
No one who's been sent there has ever been hurt.
Makes sense that the Earth Kingdom would have their own labor camp, not just the Fire Nation.
One says to travel east.
Also, if they're gonna imprison Aang...
Spiral Street.
Wait, a knife? Isn't that Mai? Look, if the Earthbenders are gonna imprison Aang, why wouldn't they have imprisoned the Mechanist and Sokka and Katara for being right next to that attempted killing? Feels odd.
Tell him you'll meet him.
It's time to fight.
Who are you to decide that? Aw, Fluffy! You got stuffed versions of Fluffy? Is the these statues or stuffed versions of Fluffy are supposed to indicate that we're not actually gonna have Fluffy? What is it? Is it Fluffy?
And
Flopsy. Hi, Bumi.
Lotus root, pine bark. He is the master of all four elements, the savior of the world.
Or well, he's supposed to be.
Bumi?
You know him instantaneously?
Bumi!
What idiot told you to put pine bark in it?
You did. Look, but Bumi is supposed to sound crazy, but he's a genius. But that one interaction made him seem far more crazy than genius. Oh look, the water flask. You have to have an origin for a water bottle she keeps with her. What the fuck?
You are.
Katara, kick his ass.
That's what it means to fight a war.
We're fighting a war!
I thought you were on our side. On my side.
Oh, pathetic whiny fool.
You've forgotten what you're fighting.
I am nothing like the Firebenders.
Oh yeah, then why are you bombing stuff? Huh? Well, that was a bit frozen. But, once again, you gotta...
The power you have.
That's because of me.
No, it isn't.
That was me.
You just gave a little bit of nice advice. You didn't do shit. He's gone already. You're a bit too late, Zuko.
What are you gonna do?
He's gonna go after the firebender, obviously.
They practically jump into your mouth.
No, I don't like that pun as much as they're practically hopping. Gotta say, all these weird sycophants or ministers or whatever they are supposed to be are weird.
I don't eat meat.
Oh, those monks were always a bit flighty. Am I right?
It was a tragedy.
Bumi's an ass.
It might happen again.
I know he's doing this on purpose to egg on Aang, but like,
As soon as possible.
Bumi's... And if he is acting, he's such a much more bitter old man.
This was the only opening in the
I'm not taking Bumi too seriously yet because, like in the original show, he doesn't
music.
get a handle of things until the whatever. I'm reserving judgment on Bumi. What's up? You even got these guys. His face.
Those are the tunnels.
Very spooky looking. They're also very pointy. So are we to assume that there's no giant moles in there?
We don't have a choice.
From the badger moles.
Badger moles.
First earth-bending power to bring
Wait.
the villages to their knees.
Her?
She could have destroyed them
Got
all,
it. 2 women. Modern day.
but instead,
Wait, but if Aang isn't here, then that means this won't be the first glowings of Aang and Katara's romance. But to be fair, I'm not surprised about that, considering I still believe that they're gonna go in the Zutara route instead to make the show different.
There's no such thing as angry spirits.
Yeah, there's just wolf bats, badger moles. Secret tunnel through the mountains. Sacred, 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 sacred tunnel. What about the Anne died part? No?
they're doomed.
Compliment of Earth. We can't let that happen, can we?
So you're threatening to murder him?
Now, is there any?
I'm fine.
No! Tighten your shackles, fool! I'm okay with this change. It would make sense that the firebenders would have a grudge. What'd you steal? You still have the Pai Sho tile. You're gonna use the Pai Sho tile to lead Zuko instead of your stinky sandal? Hey, the crystals. Oh, that looks so cool.
Bumi, what is this?
It's another test, apparently. Since they can't crystallize Sokka and Katara, they're gonna crystallize you. Pai Sho tile. Right there. And again, this is why guards should always search their prisoners. Like, yes, this isn't a weapon. Nothing something used to escape, but still. Turn off the lanterns. You figured that out really easily.
Love is brightest in the dark. Says the girl who fell for a terrorist.
That's not what happened.
That is exactly what happened to him. You're both idiots.
And you don't get to just
You're being an idiot.
Come on, have your brother-sister moment.
Guess we're not in Wolf Cove anymore, are we?
Imagine if Gran could see us now.
She'd probably be smiling, to be honest.
For some of her seal jerky.
There was nothing left of him to bury.
Guess doing this gives Iroh more of a redemption arc, even though Iroh's redemption arc was more off-screen.
Was it worth it?
No, he lost his kid.
We were at war. I was a soldier.
You were a butcher.
And how many soldiers did you kill?
I can still smell smoke when I go to sleep at night.
Look at this, more mature, PTSD.
I wasn't talking about me.
Don't make Iroh A. That's it.
You have no humanity.
Oh, that hurts. Don't say that to Iroh.
Of loss.
Oh, don't. Oh, shit. That just jabs the knife in. Hope he kills you. Work PTSD is your excuse.
Thank you, Osai.
Now I will go murder father and make sure he says that, oh, they're using the Luten art from the show. I like that. I will now go kill father and make sure he gives me the throne before he dies.
For you and for Luten.
Oh, Zuko with hair.
To die in the service of the Fire Nation.
So Zuko comforts Iroh here?
When my studies weren't going well and father was unhappy,
This idea
Luten never needed it because he was the strongest
of
person I
like
knew.
Iroh being heartless dragon of the West makes it feel more, I don't know, maybe because that came out recently, but puts him in line with something like Kratos, a merciless warrior of the old days, but a much better person now. Like this too, the idea that Zuko supported Iroh. So Iroh taking in Zuko anyway was already like best, but like adding more reason for it.
He knows how those memories can hold you back. He got me to see that I...
As this episode seems to show, every single nation has lost family. It's not so much of a unique thing.
He was pushed that way. Just like Sai was.
It's like, you can't blame losing family for everything. I like this moment, but...
Oh? That's not right.
The crystals were just crystals. Like I thought.
Twisty, huh? No, it's changing. Please show me a badger mole.
We were rocks and always thinks about his friends.
Yeah, that was 100 years ago, Aang. Like, I can talk about Bumi being different, but that's kind of stupid. It's 100 years have passed.
Very clever.
Come on, let's fight.
To the death.
Oh, look at us. We're more mature. You gotta kill me. Please, I'm okay if there's no Flopsy if you can show me a badger mole this episode. A bit small for a badger mole. Oof. Good job, Zuko. Even did the kick off the shackles thing. Come on, say the line. Oh, you keep off so many things, but then there's still some of the lines are not in there. The best lines are cut. Yo, the whole chains make him seem even more like Kratos.
Do it!
Do it.
Oh shit. What is your crew doing at this point? Are they just like, at what point do they just say, we're leaving, bye? I don't know, man. Making the badger moles fierce monsters aren't exactly, I don't know. Play music, come on. Did you keep the maraca? What?
Love is brightest in the dark. They sense feelings and react to them.
What?
Anger, fear, but mostly love.
No, that's kind of...
So they respond to love?
That does not make more sense than the
I
crystals.
think they do with verbal commands. Excuse me, Mr. Badgermole. We'd really appreciate if you could show us the way to the palace.
That worked. Come on, this is the bending fight I wanted properly. Show me that you can do proper big bending. They even kicked in his drop kick. See, this argument that you left us would made more sense if this stupid show had kept in that he ran away. But he didn't run away.
In this world,
Unless you're trying to tell me that he did run away and they just didn't use the word.
even your friends.
Is Aang actually trying to convince Bumi here? I recreated that one too. You're gonna pick up that piece of the belt.
You have to make choices like that day after day.
I mean, that is a good lesson. As much as I'm not a fan of what they're doing here, but that is a good lesson to teach Aang about having to make difficult choices. I mean, of course, Aang will like
in the world.
try to save everything here again, but that's Aang. That's even in the show, it's the same thing, right? He wouldn't kill. No, don't do this. Well, I'm not a fan of the story. The message is still important.
You sure know how to bring the house down.
You think like a child.
He's 12, Bumi.
You're right.
Wait, he turned that into a
I
whistle?
wasn't here for the world.
Oh, I really love that they have matching teeth. I'm okay with this. In this story, you have to... Bumi has been so beaten down that Aang needs to give him new hope again. But it also makes him lesser than the immensely intelligent badass that he was in the show.
What's going on?
We can take care of ourselves.
I mean, no, you won't. Eventually, he'll give up.
Rejoin the war.
Unless...
Oh, but I do have one more challenge.
Do it! Do it! Come on! Do it again, come on!
My cabbages!
There it is!
It seems we are always getting on or off boats. Perhaps that is our lot in life, Prince Zuko.
That doesn't make much sense, Iroh. I mean, I guess it sounds wise and all, but... Oh, it's this flashback.
I don't need a babysitter.
No, you need a really good father figure. I like this.
All the tea I need.
Oh, what a moment. It's so weird. You have scenes... This show is like constantly bouncing back and forth between scenes that are exact replicas of the show, scenes that are twisted replicas of the show, right? Bits like this, which are like taken from the show, but like mixed together in weird ways. And then some really nice moments that are add to the original show as well as this one. It's such an odd thing to like balance. Well, that was episode 4, Into the Dark, and I can unequivocally say that was my least favorite episode so far. King Bumi is one of my favorite characters in the whole show. He's just this partially insane, super intelligent old man who's always in control. He isn't that in this show. I need to watch this again to try and like properly like set myself into the show and not think too much about the original. But this guy is an old broken man who Aang has to breathe some life into. And like I said about the tunnels, the secret tunnels were supposed to be the first cornerstone of Aang and Katara having a romance, but you've removed that. On the other hand, I think my favorite part of this is those moments of like Iroh and Zuko. Those 2 flashbacks that weren't in the original show but could have been. Those are really touching and really tie in Iroh and Zuko's relationship in a really nice way. To show that they stand with each other no matter what. Well, with that, we've passed the halfway point of this, and hopefully the rest of the show can continue to have this really nice blend of new and different and twisted and different and more mature stuff, but it doesn't change the characters too much. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. What was your favorite or least favorite part of this episode? Over here is the next reaction whenever that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos. And on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya!